Hi everybody, it's me, Miss Theresa, and I am here to do another movement art lesson with you today. Today we're going to be making two-digit dances. So we'll be creating some dances that show two-digit numbers. We're going to use curved shapes, straight shapes, and a place value chart to help us make our dances. So you will need some paper and a pencil for your lesson today. We won't use it right now, but let's go ahead and take out some paper that we can write on and a pencil that we can write with. We'll put it on top of our desks right now, so we'll have it ready whenever we do need it. You know, the first thing that we need to do to get started for our movement art lessons is warm up. So once you've got your materials on your desk, let's go ahead and stand up. We'll push our chairs in, put our feet together, standing behind our chairs, our hands to the side. We'll show our eyes and ears to the screen and show how we're ready to move. Okay guys, let's get warmed up. We'll start with our head. Just doing some gentle moves, side to side. Good, you guys are following along with me. We'll go from one side, we'll drop it down to a half circle on the other side. Good. Now we'll take a full circle all the way around. Nice. This is warming up our neck and some of the muscles in our chest and our upper back. Good. Let's take our shoulders up high and squeeze them up and then lower down. Good. Squeeze them up high, lower down. Squeeze them up high, lower down. One more. Squeeze them up high. We'll shake them out a little bit. Get a little twist move with our torso. Good. Twisting back and forth. We can let our arms swing, but make sure we're being careful, not bumping into our friends or any objects, anything like that. Good. Good. Now our arms can twist in their sockets. Good. We'll twist it back and forth. Good. Shaking out our arms. Shaking out our torso. Shaking out our head. Let's shake our hands out. Good. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them. Good. Big circles. And we'll circle the other way with our hands. Good. Hands on our shoulders. And we'll make nice circles this direction. And we'll go in our other direction. Good. Shaking out those arms. Let's find a twist move in our hips. Twisting our hips. Good. See if we can twist our knees side to side. Our leg twisting. Good. Other one, other leg twisting. Good. Shake out your legs. Shake out your hips. Shake out your legs. Shake out your hips. Shake out one foot. Shake out the other foot. Shake out your whole body. Now we're going to take a nice deep breath up, reaching our hands up to the sky. Arms are nice and straight, and then we're going to curve our torso and curve our arms. Now we'll unroll to go back straight. Let's bring our arms straight to the side and all the way up. Good. One more reach. Now we'll curve our torso. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. That's my good. Curving this way so that my torso looks curved and my arms are going to curve too. Then we're going to straighten up again. Good. Let's try it again. Reaching our arms straight, our torso straight. Good. Maybe we can bring a straight leg out here. Good. And let's bring another leg straight out. Good. And a straight leg out. Good. Good. Another leg straight out. Excellent. Now we'll find a curve over. And we'll roll up. Let's take one arm out straight. Then we're going to curve that arm. And we'll curve our side too. So we're making a nice curve this way. Let's roll it to the front. And unroll it. Okay. Straight torso, straight arm, making straight lines. Now we'll curve over. Good, curling up. Oops, my shirt came untucked real quick. One little second, just gotta do a little retuck. Almost there. We're going to do one of those on each side again. So let's take one arm straight out to the side, our torso straight, this arm straight, making straight lines, arm all the way up. Okay, let's see if we can got it again. Now we can curve and rolling up. Another arm straight up, and we'll curve and roll up. Okay, great job, guys. Let's stay standing forward. Now we're going to talk about some different kinds of shapes, some curved shapes and some straight shapes. All right, guys, so the reason we're learning about shapes today is we are going to use some whole body shapes to create our two-digit dances. So if you guys have been doing these video lessons with me for a while, you probably know all about how to make your shapes. Thumbs up if you know that you use your whole body. Awesome, that means we use our arms, our torso, our legs, you probably can't see my legs very much, and our head. Okay, that's our whole body. We also stay still and strong. Thumbs up if you knew about that. So when we make body shapes, we've got to keep our body still so we can see what the shape is supposed to look like. A shape is not a move. It's different because a shape stays still. And we hold it strong. That means we use our muscles and our energy. So there are lots of different kinds of shapes we can make, but today we're going to focus on curved shapes and straight shapes. So a curved shape looks kind of like a shape that we would learn in a regular, like a math class, right? Like a 2D or 3D shape. A curved shape is curved like a ball or an oval or an egg, okay? So, or a circle. You probably already know about some curved shapes. So our bodies can look kind of curved too. So if we use our joints like our elbows and our wrists and our fingers, right, we can make a kind of curve that way by bending them just a little bit. So if I bend my elbows and my fingers, you look at this outside line of my arm and you follow that line. Now you have to kind of use your imagination about that line coming through here and then going to the other side. You can see that I am making curves. If we bend it too much though, it'll look pointy. That doesn't really look very curved. So we want to bend it a little bit so that we can see the idea of those lines looking as curved as they can, right? Too much, they'll be angular. So that's a curve. So we can curve our arms pretty easily. Yes, I'm changing my back to change these arm shapes, but you see they're curving. I could curve them downward or upward. Are you guys doing this with me? You're making some curves too, right? Okay, so we could also curve our torso. Torsos curve really well this way. They also curve the other way. We call this an arch sometimes, where we make a curve this way, and you can also see a curve on that side. You guys see it? I use my head too and my neck, because we use our whole bodies, right? And our torso curves easily side to side. So thinking about when we're making curve shapes, think about using your arms and your torso because those are your parts that curve the best, right? So let's try to make a curved shape. We'll just do this one together. Let's make, let's make this curved shape together. I like it. Oh, I feel like we kind of make that one a lot. Let's make this one. So I'm going to curve my torso. My knees are bent a little bit too because we use our whole bodies. Curving my torso, curving my head forward. So this is my curved shape. Good. Let's come back to standing straight up and then we'll curve. Remember, we hold it still and strong for it to be a shape. Okay, awesome. So that's going to be our curved shape. Now we're also going to make a straight shape. So we can also make what looks like straight lines with our body. So straight shapes use straight lines. So you can see I'm making a kind of diagonal line with my arms right now. My torso is straight up and down, right? So if I have my belly out this way, it might look kind of curved. But if I lift it up and try to make my spine straight, that's a straight line. Yeah, my legs can also be straight. And they can also bend too. So let's create a straight shape now. I'll put one foot right in front of the other. I know you can't see that because I'm in a kind of small room today, but that's okay. You can put one of your feet in front of the other. I know you guys can do it. We'll put one arm straight down like this and another straight up like this. So that's our straight shape. Now we're going to see if we can put our shapes together by using a little movement in between. So we'll do one shape and then we're going to create a phrase by doing a jump move to the next shape. Let's start off with our straight shape. So here's our straight shape. And now we're going to do a jump move to our curved shape. Ready? Here we go. So the move moves and our shape stays still. Now we're going to jump back to our straight shape. Now we're going to jump back to our curved shape. Jump back to your straight shape. Jump back to your curved shape. Awesome. Let's see if we can do curved, straight, curved, like that, like a pattern. Ready? Here we go. We'll jump. Curved, straight, curved, straight, curved. Good. Let's try it one more time. Watch out for around you. Ready? Here we go. Curved, straight, curved, straight, curved. Awesome job. Okay, guys. Let's go ahead and have a seat. You should have your paper and your pencil on your desk right now. And we're going to talk a little bit about two-digit numbers and place value. All right, guys. So two-digit numbers or double digits are numbers that have more than one number in them. Like you can see I've got up here, like the number 24, 87, and 35. Those are all two-digit numbers. They have two different numbers. So those numbers have different places, right? So for 24, we've got a 2 in this spot and a 4 in this place. 35, we've got a 3 in this place, a 5 in this place. 87, we've got an 8 right here, a 7 right there, okay? And the different places are really important because it tells us how much the number really is, okay? So we have something called place value. So what I'll do is show you a little place value chart right here, okay? So when we have numbers with more than one digit, like 2 or 3 or 4 digit numbers, we can use a place value chart. Now this side is going to show our ones. I'm going to write ones right here. And this side is going to show our tens. So in a two-digit number, we might have a number right here and a number right here. This one really shows how much the number is worth, right? So we have like number 24. We would have the 2 in the tens place, the 4 in the ones place. So this tells us that we have 4 ones, or I might write that like 1, 2, 3, 4. Those, we'll write these little, they look like ones for ones. But we have 2 tens, so that doesn't mean we have 2 and 4. That means we have 2 tens is 20, right? So that would, instead of tens, I'm just going to write a big circle like we have with 10 in the middle of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dots. And then 1, 2, those look like cookies. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with 10 different chocolate, with 10 chocolate chips each. So I have 2 tens here. So I would write that in the tens place. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. I would write that in the ones place right there, okay? So if we count by tens, right? So we have 10, and then we skip forward 10. The next one is 20. The next one is 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100, right? So if I was going to use, I'm going to make a really long place value. 10 would be 1 tens and 0 ones. So we call that number 10. If we had 2 tens and 0 ones, that would be 20. If we had 3 tens and 0 ones, that would be 30. And we go on and on. 4 tens and 0 ones would be 40, and 50 and 60, and on like that. So we said that we were going to make a two-digit dance today. So we're actually going to make some shapes that stand for either a 10 or a 1. And we're going to use straight and curved shapes. So you know this was my curve shape. So instead of all of our chocolate chips being in a circle like this, we're going to imagine a group of 10 within my arms for my curve shape. So every time that I do this shape, that means a 10. So what if I do, that's 1 10, 2 tens, 3 10s, and 4 10s, right? I did 4 shapes, so that shows you 4 10s. So if I was using, you guys can use your, well, we'll get to it in just a second. If I was using a place value chart, my 10s and my 1s, I would put 4 10s. Did I make any shapes for 1s? No, I didn't, so I would do 0 1s. And I just showed you a secret code for the number 40. So if we know that this number means 10, this shape means 10, my curve shape, and I did 4 of those, then I was telling you a secret code for 40. Okay, so if I wrote right here, let's see, we said my circles are going to stand for 10s. My straight lines are going to stand for 1s. Let's see if I have right here in this, I'm going to use this square area. Let's see. So my circles mean 10s. And my straight lines mean 1s. Okay. Now we'll get your pencil and you guys are going to draw a place value chart. So it's really easy. It's like a T, like this. One line straight up and down and one line like this. So you can put a T for 10s on this side, an O for 1s, or you can write 1s and 10s. Okay? So first let's count our 10s. So we have 1, 2, 3 10s. We can write the 3 for 10s on the 10 side. And how many 1s do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are counting with me, right? 4 1s. Okay, so we can call 3 10s 10, 20, 30. That's what we call 3 10s. And then we have 4 1s. So altogether we would call that number 34. Now what if I tried to make a dance showing you 34? I could do it like this. 3 10s. 1, 2, 3. And how many times would I need to make a 4 shape? I mean a 1 shape. I said the answer 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. You guys are so smart. Okay, my friends, time to get to our 2-digit dances. So we'll need our paper and pencil for this. Or if you're using a dry erase board and a marker, that would work too. The first thing that you're going to do is you are going to draw some, we'll just start off with 2 for now. You're going to draw some place value charts. So they're really easy. We'll do them like we did before. Straight line down and just a little bit across, and then straight line down, a little bit across. So our up and down line is going to be a lot longer than our other one. And we can write 10s on the left side and 1s on the right side. 10s and 1s. Okay, so when you get that written, while you're writing, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. So first, I'm going to show a 2-digit dance. I'm going to show you 2 of them. And we're going to see if you can figure out the 2-digit number that's like a secret code that's inside of the dance. So here's what to do. Make sure you're using your listening ears. Whenever you see me making our curved shape, that's going to represent a 10, right? Because we imagined that it's like a group of 10. And also, whenever we see a 0 at the end of the number, we know that there are some 10s, right? That's a 10 number, like 10 and 20 and 30. So every time I make this shape, you're going to just write, we'll go ahead and draw a mark for it. So you can draw a mark like the curved shape, okay? Or you can draw a 0 if you want. So that means a 10, okay? Remember that the curved shapes mean a 10. In my dance, whenever you see my straight shape, that's going to represent our 1s, okay? So whenever you see me do that, you're going to write a 1 mark. Now, I'll make different numbers of different amount of these shapes the whole time during the dance, and you'll write them all down here. Okay, that's our first part to do. So I'm just going to scratch them out Okay, so get your pencil and paper ready. If your teacher needs to pause it so your friends can get ready, you can just pause it, but I'm going to get started. Okay, so you got to really use your eyes. When you see me making one of my body shapes, you know what to do. Okay, here I go. Okay, that was the end of my dance. So you should have some different things written down. Now here's how I did it in my dance. I did a curved shape, so we drew our curve. We're imagining that's a 10, so we have 10 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you don't have to do all of that. And then I did another curved one after that. And then I made a straight shape, so we do our straight shape symbol. Then I did another curved one, another curved one. Now you might not have written it down like that, and that's okay. But what we have to do next is we have to count them. First, we're going to count our symbols for 10. Okay, let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, so we know we have 4 10s. We know where to write that. Now, next we count our symbol for our ones. How many ones do we have? 1. So we write it right here. Okay, so we know 1 10 is a 10. If we want to count, another 10 is 20, 30, 40. So this number represents 40, so we'll say 40. And this number represents 1, so we'll say 41. Awesome. Okay, thumbs up if you cracked the code, if you knew the 2-digit number I did in my dance. Okay, I'm glad to hear that, because now it's your turn to create your own 2-digit dance. So I'm going to tell you how we'll do that. Okay, so when we do this next part, make sure that you're not showing anyone what you're writing, because we don't want to give away the secret code yet, okay? So the first thing that you're going to do, you're going to create your own 2-digit dance, but first we've got to figure out how many 10s and how many 1s are going to go in. So the same way that Miss Theresa wrote her circle shapes for a symbol of 10 and her straight shapes for a symbol of 1, you guys are going to do that too. Now the only rule for this part is you cannot make more than 9 10s and you cannot use more than 9 1s, because then that will mess up our place value. So it has to be 9 or less 10s and 9 or less 1s too, okay? So get your pencil and you're going to think about how many you want to go. But before you start writing, we're going to think about the order of our dance too. So in my dance for 41, right, I did a 10, a 10, a 1, a 10, a 10. I made a kind of pattern, right? So it was a curve shape, straight shape, curve shape, curve shape. And that helped me know, I knew that beforehand, so that helped me know what order I was going to do my dance in. So whenever you write yours, just for right now, since we're like writing a dance, what we're going to do is we're going to write it in a certain pattern too. So remember, no more than 9. We can't do more than 9 of the curve shapes. We can't do more than 9 of the straight shapes. So let's go ahead and write that down now. And when you get it, do a thumbs up. Now, teachers, if you need to pause the video to allow our friends to catch up, we might want to do that during this time. And my friends might need your assistance a little bit for the rest of, we only have a few minutes left for their 2-digit dance. Okay, so first we have these written down. Okay, so should have it written down. If not, go ahead and pause the video. But we're going to go on. Now your job, you're going to use this your next place value chart to figure out the number that you have written in your dance, right? So you're going to figure, you might already know it, right? But we're going to go ahead and use our place value chart to count our 10s first. When we count how many 10s, we'll write that in the 10 place. We count how many 1s, we'll write that in the 1 place, okay? After you get that, right, we're going to write what the number is and see if you know the number, right? So I don't have my 10, 20, 30 out anymore right there, but I could have written, if I was doing this one, I would write 41 and I would circle it like this, okay? So first you figure out how many 10s are, you're gonna write that number in the 10 place. Then you figure out how many 1s there are in your dance, you write that in your 1 place. Now remember, you're making your own, right, in your own pattern. And once you do that, you're gonna write your number and circle it, okay? So teachers, you can pause the video to let your friends catch up. My friends, you can do a thumbs up whenever you've got it. You should have your number written on your place value chart, and you should have your number written and circled, okay? So we're moving on. The next part is the fun part. You're going to perform your 2-digit dance for a partner in the room. So what we'll do, teachers, you can pause the video and partner your friends up, and they are going to face each other. They'll stand up, but they'll face each other when they're doing their dances, okay? Your first partner will go first, and they're gonna perform their dance. So like my dance was curved, curved, straight, curved, curved. So I did curved, curved, straight, curved, curved. Partner 1 will perform their dance while partner 2 will write down what they see and then use their place value chart like we did, writing our 10s and 1s, to figure out what the secret code 2-digit number is, okay? Then we will switch places, so we'll see if our friends performed it correctly and if our friends understood it correctly. Then we'll switch places, so our friends who were writing will do the performing of their dance, and our friends who were performing will sit down and write. So you might want to pause it so we can do that. If you need to rewind to hear the instructions, you can do that too. So hopefully your secret double-digit numbers in your dance will be able to crack the code and figure it out. Okay, guys, good luck. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun making and figuring out our 2-digit dances. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.